Hello, family and friends and future viewers. This is me and Lim Collins. This is our new podcast. We're starting it right now. We don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about. We're going to do it. Lim, you got anything to say? You want to?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
That is Lim Collins. He's my boss, but I'm the one doing the podcast.
Damn right.
Well, today's a new day. I think we should start talking about YouTube. How do you feel about the YouTube situation? Like the new stuff going on, like the whole the abbreviating sub counts and taking away verifications from people.
I did hear a little bit about the verifications being taken away from some of the content creators, but I don't know a lot about it. Could you inform me about it and stuff?
Well, the way I see it is YouTube is going around taking people that has verifications and taking away and redoing their verification process, like what they have to do to get verified nowadays. And I hate to point fingers, but I think it's because of PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie has reached over 100 million subscribers. That means the stakes of being something on YouTube is higher now.
Yeah, I can see that. So, what they're really doing is just they're making people that are already verified, they're making them redo it.
Well, yeah, they can redo it, but only if they meet the criteria of doing.
So they take their verification away and say that you have to do the certain amount of requirements to be able to be verified.
Yes, but you know what I think is? Okay, so it's much easier to be spotted on YouTube when you have that check mark, right?
Yes.
Compared to someone that doesn't have it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so.
Well, the only ones they have not took away from are corporations. And I've been hearing this a lot, that YouTube is wanting to become more like TV.
No, I think that's a ridiculous idea.
Because abbreviating sub counts. So that's for one. Because when you watch normal TV, you don't see how many people actually watching that. Or
yeah, I can see that. But I guess then there's obviously gonna be, I guess, like a shift from like how people did from Vine to TikTok, like Vine was a big content creator platform, and some of the top creators said, hey, we don't like what you're doing with this app, you're changing it into something else, we're boycotting it. And so another platform created something that they did want, and so everyone moved to it. And
so you think YouTube is something?
I think YouTube's gonna go in the same situation.
YouTube is digging its own grave.
Yeah, pretty much. I believe that.
It's like people inspired to become YouTubers and have a word. Nowadays it seems much harder to do that, because there's over like 200,000 people with 1 million subscribers right now.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Being big on YouTube is not a big deal no more. 1 million subscribers is not anything.
Yeah, I guess you can see that.
Oh, my bad.
And Bryce Raker's completely ruined this podcast with his phone notification.
That just makes it more characteristic. With this podcast, we don't cut anything out. We don't trim anything. This is just a full blown podcast. Completely raw. So
fuck.
Lim, I'm honestly probably gonna use this for YouTube.
Yeah. I'm
well, I definitely gonna cut that part out, but.
Wait. Oh, you mean you've been recording?
Yeah, I've been recording this whole time.
Oh shit. Well, hey YouTube. How's it going?
He's just now realizing that we're on a.
I thought this was just all bullshit.
No. I
thought we were just going for an extra long bit today.
No, it's been
recording.
It's been recording.
Yeah, nice. Oh, this whole clapping and hand popping is just gonna ruin that audio.
No. Okay, well, since she actually knows we're actually recording now, what other things should we talk about? Should we talk? Well, I don't want to put this on myself. But should we talk about my YouTube, since this is going on my YouTube? Should we talk about my YouTube and what I think about it? And
sure, but you should let me get a chair.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna grab the other one.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second. Okay, so where were we? We're talking.
Well, so you were just bringing up your YouTube channel.
Yeah, my YouTube. You want to ask me questions about it, or how you want to do this?
Yeah, sure. I'll ask you a few questions. What do you think is the hardest part about coming up with ideas for just your videos?
Okay, so the hardest part to me is honestly just like the process of what to record. Well, I'm a creative person in certain like circumstances, and coming up with ideals is like it's weird to me because like I don't if I try to think about an ideal I don't get one, but if it would just be like a random part of the day and just it just pops in my head.
Oh yeah.
But like most of the time my recordings are more just what happens. It's just like I don't really plan anything.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of that in myself. Like if I have an idea, especially when I'm doing Omega, I have an idea for like a product. I have a notes on my phone, and I'll literally just as soon as it pops in my head, I'll write it down in my phone, and I'll go through my phone, and just like go through the designs and like, would this actually work? Would this look alright? And so I've got a bunch of files on my computer of just designs that I don't think I'll ever use, but they're just little ideas that I came up with.
Your brand Omega?
Yeah.
Okay, so for some of you who don't know, Omega is my friend Lim's right here is his brand. He's been working on it for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's been like since 2015.
2015. So
I mean, yeah.
We'll have a link in the description for that. You might want to go check it out. See what you like.
Yeah, for real.
Brief interruption.
Interruption from my sister. Go away. We're having a podcast. Yes. Yeah, I guess we should probably put that out as a little PSA notice saying, "Hey, this is we're recording something other than a rag just hanging off my door handle." But so what were we saying? Oh yeah, so my brand Omega, I just recently ordered a bunch of stickers, like 1,000 of them. So yeah, if you go to my store, buy them. Definitely work them out. Maybe I'll do like a little promo code to get like the shipping off or something like that, just through Bryce. I guess he'll edit that in towards the end of the video or something like that.
All right. Yeah. Back to what we were talking about. Any more questions for the audience about my YouTube? Or?
YouTube. So, your process design, like, I know that you made your little logo of the cartoon. What other designs have you done? Just either your panel background on your YouTube channel, or do you have a website or something that you've been doing anything with? Or
No, honestly, it's just like I don't really work on my logo or do anything with it. The logo was just like before I even really started YouTube, I think. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, actually, no, I think it was during when I was doing YouTube. But the reason I made that, like, I did that with my phone, actually, using Adobe Draw and a bunch of it was like 3 different apps I had to use to do that drawing because I didn't have a computer at the time. But at that time, like I said, it just randomly popped up in my head to do that. I didn't make a video out of it or nothing because I didn't think about it. I wasn't even going to use it for a logo. It was literally for fun. Like, I made that for fun. So that's why that's why I use it more now, because like it wasn't for that, it was just out of fun to do it.
Okay. And yeah, like you said, you use your phone. So do you have any plans on getting something that you can do on your computer? I guess like graphic design.
Yeah. So since I was in high school, when my own teacher, her name was Miss White, we used Adobe. We used Photoshop. That's what it was, Photoshop. And
Adobe Photoshop.
Yeah, Adobe Photoshop. And I started using it, and I never done like digital art or anything. But like after that year of in school, I fell in love with actually doing digital art more than just normal drawing.
Yeah. So,
I think I could it was fun. It was fun for me. That's how I got into that.
Yeah. I did a little bit of graphic design, digital design, I guess. when I was in school too, and yeah, I think that's a big role in the part of like rolling it into Omega. I could see it the same way that you do yours, just like, especially with your one of your old designs from high school, like the Bryce Rager with the hat logo, or the Bryce Rager on the hat, and it's like this crazy.
Oh,
little,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, the crazy design where I don't even know what you would call that art style, but I thought that was pretty cool, and I kind of saw it a little bit in the design that you did for your YouTube channel. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty cool.
Like my art style, like the way
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So like everybody, I always notice about like everybody, like
Everyone has their own general, or not general, but unique style.
yeah. I feel like that's in like also just like in YouTube and anything like that's what makes someone pop in YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Just having a style that stands out.
Yeah, that's definitely how you grab your attention or your audience attention.
Yeah.
Just being unique. Do you have any other plans for your YouTube channel, like big projects?
Yes, I actually do have some big projects. I'm not in the middle of working on them right now, but I want to start doing more skits, more like filmmaking, like short films and stuff. Like I feel like I could really get into doing that. Like, but like now, I'm still freshly new to everything, and I think over time, I feel like I'll get better. More and more I practice, more and more I release videos. I think I'll slowly start doing something because I'm not going to film school or like YouTube is my tutorial. So it's
Yeah.
so it's a up and down. Like I'm mostly learning everything on my own. Besides YouTube, I usually just get on it like and just practice. Try to do new things. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of things that I personally think about. Like, there's a lot of things in the world like you don't really have to go to school for anymore. You can literally just look it up on Google or go on to YouTube and find how to do it. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's really easy.
It's amazing of what you can learn like just using the platform of YouTube or just Google and stuff. YouTube being the biggest.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have any? I know that you were saying, or we talked about getting the camera. Have you or said anything about that to them?
I mentioned it on my Instagram. If you want to go check, if you want to go check out my plug my Instagram right here, you'll see it.
Link in the description.
Link in the description, right here on the bottom right. On my Instagram, I mentioned it, and on my Snapchat, but my Snapchat's more private than my Instagram.
Yeah.
But I'm here in a few months. I'm upgrading from a GoPro 5. That's what I've been actually recording on a GoPro a Hero Black 5 to a Nikon Z6. I mean, yeah, Z6. It's gonna be. I'm getting the filmmaker kit, so it's gonna be.
This is gonna be a very big jump in production.
Yeah,
value.
very big jump in production. Let's just say that. So here out of nowhere, here in a few months, you'll go see from raggedy looking GoPro footage to like cinematic fucking event,
crisp and clean.
crisp, fucking beautiful, smooth videos here soon.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Any way that you can improve it for the viewer, I think, is a good way to.
Yeah.
It's always a good direction to go towards.
Now, if you're still listening to this, I want y'all to know that literally this camera and everything, or everything I've been doing so far, is literally for the people that's been that's been watching my YouTube for like so far. Like I'm about to spend like a good chunk of money on maybe like 50 to 100 viewers, but that
shows his loyalty.
That is loyalty, but that should show you how much I'm really trying. Like how like I'm really wanting to do something with this. Yeah.
It's not just a little side hobby.
Like I do want to make it a full time career. YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's anyone's dream who hops on YouTube. I mean, even if they're like, "Oh, I'm just doing this for a hobby," I think everyone's just deep down under. They're like, "Oh yeah, I totally want to make some money and not have to go work a 9 to 5 every day."
Yeah.
So.
You know how you do that?
How
you chase your dreams and don't stop.
Exactly.
So right now, yeah, I'm working. Actually, more than 9 to 5, but well, no, I'm working. No, No, I'm working longer than 9 to 5, but I'm working basically on one of those type of jobs, a 9 to 5 job, and I record on the weekends, and as some of you probably have noticed, I don't upload every week, and I try to, but that's it's hard. It's hard, working all week and finding the energy to record on the weekends. I try my best, obviously. I've been working my ass off really since I've been in Texas. Like, I've had my YouTube channel since 2015 or 14.
Yeah, that was the question I was gonna ask. Is like, how long have you been doing YouTube?
Oh, so I've been doing YouTube since around like 14, 15, but it's only been like skate edits and maybe every once, maybe every like 3 months I would post a video. But I didn't really try with I didn't really think about it. It was mainly just for me and my friends to look back on something.
Yeah. So you've been doing YouTube just for maybe like just around the same amount of time that we've known each other.
Yeah. But here since March, last March, that's when I started actually like going toward it. Doing YouTube because of it.
Yeah, I think after we both got out of high school, we kind of are set to try to achieve something.
Yeah. So I mean, like some
or
of
at
y'all.
least you mainly. Yeah, I've been kind of all over the place, but
Like some of you that have been keeping up, like I've originally lived in Kentucky, and I had the opportunity to come to Texas, move away from everybody I know besides Lim here.
Thanks to yours truly.
I had the amazing opportunity to leave home and not really, worry, but not really worry. It's a lot of, it's a miracle. It's a lucky chance that I got to meet someone like this. Like not everybody has the opportunity to do something like that, have a new experience around going places, figuring what trying to find you. It's and I appreciate him for that. But like he said about going for goals, like I moved from Kentucky to Texas by myself. It was a over 1,000 miles, 15-hour drive by myself. That was. That ain't much, but it is when when you're new. Like you've never done it before.
You're not 100% sure if it's gonna.
Like literally,
out.
I had maybe almost. I probably had like $2,000 in my pocket. That's all. $2,000 in my pocket, and I moved away from home over 1,000 miles, with no job, look forward to or anything. Like just it's.
Yeah, Dad, he's awesome, man. He gave us a lot of chances to go out and do things that would, I guess, put the stepping stones into what you're doing now, what I'm doing now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if it wasn't for you and your dad, like I'd still be in Kentucky working in a factory.
Yeah.
Like coming to Texas has been a big step for me. Like I'm definitely doing a whole lot more than I would be doing back in Kentucky.
For sure. Yeah.
No hate on you, my friends back in Kentucky or nothing, but the part of Kentucky, Western Kentucky, the part we live in, is a shithole, and you all know it.
Yeah, I think everyone there is.
There is no opportunity there.
Everyone says oh yeah, this place is just a total shithole. But. Hey Mom, if you're watching this, I just want to say, just ignore everything that I've said in this whole time that we've been talking. Just I don't know. Just leave a like and comment or something. Just be like, you destroyed my son or something.
I destroyed your son. I really thought I got on your mom's good side. You know that?
No, she has. You definitely have.
But then again, it's like I'm not on her good side because of the person I am. He's corrupting my son. Well, fine.
But
Lim's a good guy.
Yeah.
I haven't changed him.
No.
He's a better guy. He's a better dude than I am.
So sweet. But another question. So, just thinking back, when you first met me, did you ever think that you would be like, oh, this is the guy I'm gonna, end up being a roommate with?
No. That was far from when I first met Lim, it was back in seventh 7th or 8th grade.
In 7th grade.
In 7th grade, and the way we met was through a Mormon church, Church of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
Well, he grew up a Mormon missionary. Not
I wasn't a missionary, but I was born and raised in the Mormon church.
In the Mormon church, and we had some missionaries come to my house, where I lived, where my mom lived, and they talked to my mom. They really got her into it, and she drugged me into it. I'm not gonna say no. So I started going to church, with my mom to this Mormon church, and I met Lim, and Lim is not the same person he was back then. Lim has definitely grew a pair of nuts.
Yeah, I look back on it and be like, oh my god.
Lim was not the guy you would typically
be friends with, probably.
Especially my group.
Oh yeah.
But
our group of friends is really scuffed, I'd say.
Oh yeah, our group of friends we are all unique characters, but we're all best friends.
Oh my god, dude!
And I think that's what makes us awesome, because we're not the same people. We have totally different
Yeah, I mean we're always either at each other's necks, or we're all drunk as fuck partying. I don't know. It's a good time, but I mean, there's the in-betweens where we're all just best friends and we're skating and shit.
But yeah, when I first met Liam, it was I smoked. I didn't smoke around him. I was telling my friends not to cuss around him, Dylan, Brandon, back when everybody that was in middle school with me. I was like, don't cuss around Liam, because he was a Mormon and stuff. So I was like, don't cuss. I was like, don't make me look bad, in front of him. He'll tell my mom, and I just somehow, some way, I was like, you know what, because he started going to school with me, and I don't think he really had anyone else to hang out with, did you?
No.
So in me being the good guy, I was like, Liam, come sit with us, I was like, come sit with us, dog. And so, yeah, that's how. And so after the years, Lim has became one of our best friends. I do feel like the part that he has changed because of us. He has definitely changed because of us, but I think you changed for the better. You became a very unique. You're not.
I'm not like cookie cutter. Oh, God is everything. Obviously, I'm still religious. I mean, not heavily religious, but I still believe in God and all that.
Yes.
But I wouldn't say that
But back then, Lim was a thumb up in the ass kid. He had nothing different about him. There was if you looked in a crowd of
average white people, I would totally blend in.
Yeah, he would blend in. Now since he's met us and he has
I've got more of a personality.
He has more of a personality. He's definitely a character now. He would definitely stand out in a crowd now. He's not a blender now.
Shit. But yeah, dude, it wasn't easy becoming your friend. But I mean, I actually put in some work.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. I found out that you skated, and I was like, holy shit, I've got this.
So I got you into skating?
Yes.
Oh,
100%. You got me into skating. I was like, this kid skates. I've got a Spider-Man skateboard from Walmart. I'm going to go to the biggest hill on my road, and I'm going to bomb it. And that's what I fucking did. I did it, and I'm surprised it didn't die. I am scared to death of bombing hills, and I don't know where I got the pair of nuts to go up to the top of a hill and do it. I think that was my breaking moment of where I'm going to be a fucking person today and, go and bomb down this hill and break free of a bunch of shit. And that's what I fucking did, and I'm glad that I did it.
Dude, before I even skated, I got on a ripstick, if you know what that is, a two-wheeled, swivel sort of board thing. Yeah. And this is before I even skateboarded, so I was, completely new to the whole, wheels on a thing, Mm-hmm. So I'm and I see this hill, I'm like, ooh, that's an awesome hill, but it has a curve, a really sharp curve at the end of it. I was like, yeah. He's like, it's not that big of a hill. I start bombing this thing on a ripstick, But you think by the time I got to that curve, I was flying. All right, I could not turn. I ended up going. There was like a big ditch, like right there where it curved to, like at the end of the road. There's a big ditch into a cornfield, and I legit hit dirt and flew over the ditch face first into the cornfield. Don't know how I survived, but I'm here standing today.
That's crazy. But like, yeah, dude. I don't know. I look back and I was like, I don't know. I was kind of stalkerish. I was like, I wouldn't say I was stalkerish, but I was like, this is a group of friends that I want to be a part of, and I need to figure out a way to get into it. And then, so I knew Bryce had or skate every day or skate like pros. So I literally, I took my Spider-Man board that I mentioned before, I sanded it down, and I did a chrome background to it, and I made a stencil that said skate every day, or I think it was skate every day, and I spray painted it with red spray paint on the board, and I showed this picture to Bryce on my little Samsung like flip phone, and he's like, dude, that's badass. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I just got some brownie points here. And then I started, slowly moving up the bleachers closer and closer to him.
I did not know you actually tried hard to become our friend.
Dude, I was like, if I don't make friends here soon, I'm going to be the loner of the school. I was like, I don't want to be friends with these preppy fuckers. Like, yeah, I was going to be the loner. And I was like, skateboarding seems cool. Might as well hang out with the skaters. And so... yeah, ever since then,
it makes me feel happy that I got you, cause cause at first, even though like you was different,
you were back when I used to spike my hair up.
Yeah, like spike. Yeah, you was that kid that you wouldn't be in our group. Yeah. I'm trying to say like group, it's like segregated or something. Oh
no, but I think anyone who knows high school knows that it's segregated big time.
But we're the skaters, we're the dudes who are, fucking around, just cussing and all that. And Lim's, this Mormon dude that doesn't even cuss or doesn't look at a girl in fucking bikini, So, yeah. And I was like, but through the whole time, I was like, he was wanting to hang out and stuff. So I was like, Lim, you're hanging out with us. And but that whole time I'm like, y'all do not cuss or nothing, Anyways,
dude, I swear, up on the bleachers, I got a lot of experience in life.
But there was a low key back then like I didn't want you around because I wanted to cuss and smoke, especially when I was when we hung out in town and stuff. Oh yeah. I was wanting a cigarette so bad and I couldn't do it. But
oh dude, I had no idea.
I was wanting to.
Oh man.
I think it was by my grandma's house and we were walking up to the ball court and I'm like, I can't do it no more. I was like, Lim, I'm sorry, and I lit a cigarette and you're like, what? I was like.
Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
I bet there was a little shock there, and I was like, oh, I had no idea this guy smoked. And then you showed me the bushes over by the pool. That is like a giant overgrowth bush, but it's hollow on the inside, except for the stem of the tree. And you're like, this is where we smoke. And I was like, oh no way, that's so cool. And there's just packs of cigarettes all over the place, cigarette butts, and I'm like, oh my god, they definitely come here. And then we were hanging out with Anthony Goodman. And dude, he the first time I ever seen a cigarette trick where he had it in his mouth and he'd smoke it about halfway and he'd flick it back into his mouth with his tongue, and I was like, dude, that is disgusting. How the hell is he doing that? I thought he just ate this some bitch, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Dude, yeah. It was a good time. I enjoy thinking back about some of this. I definitely cringe at myself sometimes too, because I don't know. I definitely gained a lot of common sense too. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Anything else we should talk about? Since this is an introduction, we're getting getting to know us.
Getting to know us a little bit.
Because we may do more of these. I think this is pretty fun.
Yeah, this is really fun. to be 100% honest, we did not even plan this. Like,
this was not planned.
I didn't think he was recording for the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I literally just started pressing record and just like, okay, guys. Well, you heard the beginning, like, okay, guys, this is our new podcast.
Sure,
he thought that I was just bullshitting this whole time. I was like, no, I was like, we're actually gonna do this.
There's probably definitely a voice that I had at the beginning of it where I was like doing somewhat of a narrator kind of voice, and then I was like, just being a jack off. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to end it.
Pretty good place that you want to end it. So I would say so. Yeah.
I don't know. Is there any more questions?
Y'all.
You got questions for me?
Yeah. Y'all. So we're gonna end this up. Leave a comment if you actually listen to this all the way through. Leave a comment below. Because we may do this again. Leave a comment. Ask us some questions. Just some few questions. Follow us on social media. Mine's Bryce Rager. You'll see in the description. You'll see Limbs too.
It'll probably just be Omega Skateboards.
Yeah, it's like you want. All right, I've already plugged your Omega.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to shout out?
Nah, just do my Omega.
All right,
I'll be cool with that.
So y'all go follow our pages. Check out my other stuff. Go check out my other videos. My vlogging skits. Well, I only have like 2 skits, but my vlogging stuff. My old skate edits, man. Go back in time and see what my original content was. It'd be interesting.
Those are some good videos.
Yeah.
Especially his room tour.
Oh my god! Don't look at the room tour. Anyways,
that's gonna be a whole nother podcast.
Okay. Anyways, y'all subscribe.
Leave a like, comment.
Leave a like, comment. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
Peace.